Hey guys, welcome to Pals Reviews. At ngayon mag-unbox tayo ng ating package mula sa Makerlab Electronics. In-order natin to ng 10/10 Shopee sale. At ito ay isang Elegoo Saturn 3D printer. Halos isang taon kong hinintay makamit itong printer na to. For the longest time, I've been using the OG Elegoo Mars 1. And right now, na box this. Sobrang secure nung package. So nung 10/10 namin in order to, today is 10/12, so in 2 days dumating na agad yung delivery. Hindi ko in-expect. COD yung method ko, and it's a good thing na this shop offers COD for such a big item, no? And hindi lang yung printer yung in-order ko, but also may kasamang 800 ml na ultrasonic cleaner, saka isang Isan hard and tough resin. So might take a while to open this up. Yan, so for more than a year na nag-3D print ako, and so far so good. Serviceable yung Mars 1, but syempre may mga projects tayong kailangan ng tanggihan due to the size na pinapaprint sa akin. So yeah, when Saturn was announced na available dito sa Philippines last year, I couldn't purchase it yet. And this time, yun, sakto na natugma pa sa sale. So, yun, SRP nito is about 29,000. Nung 10/10 sale, salamat kay Makerlabs, na this only cost around 26,000 plus. Shipping for this big of an item is a bit high. Nasa 400 pesos shipping cost. Pero okay naman. And surprisingly nga na it only took 2 days. So this is the ultrasonic cleaner. We'll be testing this out once we get a successful print. Okay, so yun nga, for my previous ultrasonic cleaner, I'm using about 3-decade-old ultrasonic cleaner that's used for dentistry. Sobrang liit niya. You've seen it in my previous videos, and this is a huge upgrade for me. And this is the transformer for the ultrasonic cleaner, I guess. Mabigat siya, so yeah. Let's see. Okay. Right, so next is the Isan resin, the hard and tough. So ito na yung parang nagiging go-to resin ko ngayon, yung hard and tough variant ng Isan. So hopefully walang tagas to. Let's see. Ito yung nakakabe sa lahat eh. Yung may tagas yung resin na in-order mo. But yeah, maayos naman yung packaging ng Makerlab, and maganda din kasi yung cap ng Isan. So yeah, maayos siya. Ayos dumating. And ito yung sinasabi kong cap na sobrang hindi siya madaling masira. Hindi katulad ng iba na pag sobrang may higpit, mabubutas agad yung top part ng cap. Right, so that's that for the resin. And let's open up this guy here. See what we have. Medyo mahirap mag-unbox ng isang kamay. Okay, here we go. Right, moment of truth. There we have it, my friends. So yeah, just gonna clean up a bit and let's continue the unboxing. At ito na nga, natanggal na natin sa box yung printer, and inside is the toolkit. So inside the toolkit comes the power brick and the cord. May kasama ding metal scraper, some bolts and Allen keys, may mga kasamang resin filters, so okay lang natin ibalik yung resin into their bottles. Ito siya, yung nagamit natin yan. Isang measuring cup at may kasamang mga gloves. Ilang gloves pa to? One, two, about 3 pairs of gloves. Yeah. And then meron siyang kasama USB stick, but I strongly suggest not to use this. Just get what's inside if you need it. Most likely ka nandito yung mga manuals niya and other files, test files for printing. Isang plastic scraper, isang cutter. This time mas maganda yung feel ng cutter na kasama dito kumpara sa nung bumili ako ng Mars 1. Kunin ko lang yung isa, pero nung bumili ako ng Mars 1, hindi ganito kaganda yung cutter na kasama. And then leveling paper and dalawang mask. And the manual itself. So that's what's inside the toolkit. So itong cover niya naka plastic wrap. For me this time, I won't take this out just ayoko mangyari yung nangyari sa OG Mars cover ko. Ito sobrang battle damage na, ang daming resin marks. I could clean this up, but I won't be able to take out most of the gunk, the spilled resin, all the grime here. So I'll just leave the plastic cover back with this satin coat. It won't look good, but who cares? Yeah, so check this out. So just take this out carefully. So ito yung build plate. Sobrang secure siya. There you go. Make sure lang na before we use this, matanggal natin itong tape na dito sa gilid. So, meron siyang protective covering. Yeah. And so yun nga, ito yung current build plate na meron na Saturn. At ito naman ang build plate ng OG Mars. So as you can see here, laki, diba? So yung current build size nito, or build plate size, is nasa 192 by 120 or 126, depende sa version ng build plate ninyo. At yung build height naman nito is nasa 200 millimeters kumpara sa OG Mars na nasa 120 by 68 millimeters lang siya. And yung build height na kaya ng Mars is just 155 millimeters. So, ang laki ng difference, no? And itong OG Mars ko medyo bugbog na. As you can see here, na-strip ko yung grub screw dito sa loob. So, I had to have this machined and have a new screw attached so I could fix the build plate in place. There, and let's just take this out. So same thing as the Mars one, naka-lock in place lang itong VAT, and we just take this out. Ang difference lang ito kumpara sa Mars one is naka-lock in siya by the bolts. Para dati na, we just lift up the bolts and then we just slide out the VAT. Okay, so yung FEP natin may protective may protector pa siya dito sa FEP, so we just remove this before printing. And then here, may specific instructions that we do not remove the polarizer. Okay, so meron siyang protective film here as indicated by the orange sticker, so we can remove that, but yun lang. Okay, in my case I will try printing this with the sticker intact, see if it will still print decently. Ayoko lang talaga may spillage na mangyayari if ever, tapos pasok sa loob ng screen kasi ang mahal ng screen replacement. And sabi naman ni Makerlab na currently they don't sell any screen replacements, but if it's within the warranty, they will contact Elegoo to have it replaced. So before we start any printing, we have to level the build plate. So yun, gamitin natin yung leveling paper na kasama to level up the build plate. And yeah. So hopefully the firmware is good, that we don't need to mess around with it. But if ever that we need to do it, we just need to download the appropriate firmware sa Elegoo website and install it sa printer natin. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, so at the back is the plug for the power, your standard on and off switch, the Ethernet port. At dito naman sa side, yung USB port niya. Before sa Mars 1, nasa likod din yung USB port. So medyo hassle pag habutin mo sa likod. But yeah, so far maganda yung revisions na ginawa nila dito. So we'll be leveling the build plate for now. So we're gonna need this a tool, let's go manual and raise the plate up. Okay, so let's raise this up. So again, I'm gonna be trying this out with the protector still on, and if the pins don't turn out well, I'll just remove it. Yeah. Okay. So once na ma-bolt in natin to, just stop this. And let's put in the leveling paper. Okay. And before we hit on home, we have to make sure that the build plate is loose. Once na free-moving na siya, that's when we hit on home. Okay, and then habang hinihigpitan natin yung plate, make sure na nakahawak tayo dito ng maigi para habang iniikot natin ito at hinihigpitan, hindi aangat yung sides niya. So let's make sure na hindi natin i-over-tighten masyado for the risk of stripping our screws. And if you notice here, masyado mahigpit. Hindi natin magalaw yung leveling paper. So all we need to do is just raise up the plate by 0.1 till to the point na medyo magagalaw na natin yung paper. Ayan. So ito, medyo loose na siya ng konti. Okay? So next thing that we should be doing is go back and set this to 0. Okay. Alright, so let's bring this up. Para mapasok natin yung VAT. Kulang pa. So again, before using our VAT, make sure na tanggalin natin yung protective covering ng VAT. Okay. So that said, just back here and screw on the bolts again. So here, then let's get the USB and start printing. Okay, so I just transferred some files on my trusty USB, and I'm going to be using the eSun Carbon Tough. This is the white variant. So same, nakuha natin sa Makerlab Electronics at a fairly decent price. I'll just give this a slight twirl and open this up. Okay, so we just plug this in. Okay. So, ang test print na gagawin ko is hindi yung look, hindi isang XYZ cube, 20 millimeters yung dimensions niya. Just so that I can check if tama yung magiging height ko or kailangan ko mag-offset in the future. So I'll just put in a bit of resin here. Yun na nga, no? So we're good to go. Hit print, go to our specific folder. So where's this? Saturn, calibration, and here's our cube. I sliced this using Cheeto Box 1.9. So hopefully, okay, unknown file format. That means kailangan ko mag-upgrade ng firmware. Okay then, sige. Let's do that. Alright guys, so we're back and apparently medyo tricky pala yung pag-update ng firmware niya since their Saturn has 3 screen versions and you have to download the specific firmware for each specific screen. So para malaman mo yun, under the Saturn unit, check niyo yung serial code niya and dun sa last 4 digits is doon naka-specify kung anong klaseng firmware yung download mo. It's either for a PJL screen, a PJ V5, or a TM screen. So in my case, I had to download the one for PJL since yung serial number ko has a 01 dun sa last 4 niya. Okay? Right, so after downloading the appropriate firmware and putting it in my flash drive, we're gonna go and install the firmware. So kailangan daw dito sa firmware na to is we install first the LCD and then the CBD file in that specific order. Okay, so here LCD file first, so update.lcd. And then it's gonna restart. After the LCD, we install the CBD file. Okay, so once this is done, we just need to restart the power. Let's see, meron ba tayong kailangan gawin? Oh, wala na. So we just do a power boot cycle. Switch na. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hopefully, once mag-restart siya, mababasa na niya yung na-slice natin gamit Cheeto Box 1.9. So print Saturn calibration. There we go. So lumabas na siya, kanina hindi lumabas. And we can start printing. So let's come back to it after an hour. And hopefully tama yung magiging sukat niya in XYZ directions. Nasa 20 millimeters lang, hindi bababa doon. So kung bumaba siya, we would need to readjust the offset by a few millimeters or micromillimeters, right? Alright, so habang naghihintay tayo matapos yung print, bigyan ko lang kayo ng quick tour ng aking collection and ng aking workstation. So here are some of my X-Men collection. Some of them are custom made. Others have custom 3D parts that I printed. So yun, ito yung villains natin. May naliligaw na may flexible green din sa gitna. And here are some of my Avenger stuff. I mainly collect comic variants, so wala akong masyadong MCU except for Loki over there sa pinaka corner. And then ito yung aking Transformers collection. I mainly collect hot rods, pero yun nga, over time nadagdagan. Meron ding naliligaw na Megazord sa likod. And ito naman yung aking messy workstation. Yung printing, so ito yung para sa Sabertooth na gumagamit ng Caliban body. Ito yung final niya. This was the first one that I painted ever. So sobrang sloppy ng paint job ko, but hey, you all gotta start somewhere, right? So yun nga, ito yung mga fur, mga ina-R&D ko na fur before. Try ko magsukat. Ito transparent clear red Elegoo resin pa yung ginamit ko nun just for testing. This has been printed for about more than a year ago na, and so far okay pa naman yung quality ng clear red resin. And then ito, may nagpa-custom na Ellen Page na ulo for custom Kitty Pride. So I've been trying different variants. So ito naka ponytail siya. Then ito this is supposed to be Banshee sa first class. Then may mga test prints ako dito na mga sound effects. Then talagang dapat ng magnet sa likod. And yung Archangel wings na minodel ko out of the animated series version. So yun, kinopya ko lang. Then may nagpagawa sa akin ito, and this is a blaster. Ginawa ko dito is modular type, pwedeng matanggal yung magazine clip. And then removable yung peg para sa kamay. If I can remove it, medyo tricky gamit ang isang kamay. I think I'm about to get it off there. So yun. And then itong stock nya removable. If I can remove it, parang nag-fuse na ata gamit yung paint ito. Nag-slide na siya. And then some of the paints that I've been using, Vallejo paints, and recently gumagamit na ako ng Armored Komodo. So parang feeling ko mas swak siya sa budget. So yun, and ito currently tinatapos ko. Someone asked me to create a custom gauntlet for Azrael. So ito yung stock niya. Ito clip-on na may slot siya para sa blade. Yun, till now di pa natatapos. Ang daming nangyayari sa buhay. So yun, eventually I'll finish it. Nahiya na ako sa nagpagawa sa akin. Till now di pa nagatatapos. And then what else? So ito collection of other printed stuff. May mga paa, ulo, and then ito mga tambakan ko ng mga test prints that are trying out different resins and their varying exposures. And ito, recently I've got into FDM printing. So yun, been playing around with that. Ito lang yung ano yun, maganda sa FDM talaga. Yun, they can print in one piece na gumagalaw. Yun, kaya ba ito sa resin? I don't know. Okay, so here, yung computer station ko. So here's another dumpster print gamit ng isang Finibot A9. It's a loaner from a friend. Shoutout sa master ng 3D printing, ang isa sa mga pioneers dito sa Pilipinas, si Dave. So yun, and yung size nitong print na to, sobrang laki, no? You can see here. Laki, and you can fit her inside without any problems. So ito yung Finibot A9. So at first I had some problems with that, but yeah, I was able to sort it out thanks to some guys 3D printing groups dito sa Philippines. Si Sir Ranz, yan. Look at, we don't know each other yet. He was very helpful sa pag-figure out ng mga ilang bagay sa FDM na yan. And kay Kim, yeah, he's the one who really helped me out and putting this up my computer. So yun, here we are. Tapos lang ng print. See how it goes. Lumikit ba siya? Uy, successful. Alright, so here we have the printed cube. This is printed flat on the build plate, and quality wise mukhang malinis naman. I didn't need to play around too much with the settings. So here, sukatin natin. Alright, so 19.9 yung sa Z niya. And then X 19.8. At sa Y naman, same din na 19.8. So yun, so off ako ng 0.1 sa Z. So yun nga, mag-offset lang ako ng 1 step para maging 19.8 overall yung sukat niya. And then yun na nga, no, papakita ko na rin yung mga ilan na print ko, yung mga ilan tayong na print dito gamit yung Isan Hard and Tough na white. And then this one is just fresh off of the cleaning station. Isang about almost 6-inch na print. Kung sa Mars ko to i-print, hindi ko mapiprinta ng ganito. So yun na, no? So this print took about 9 hours to print at 2.5 seconds exposure per layer. And yung height niya is 0.05 layer height. Then yun nga, sobrang happy ako. I wish na last year pa ako bumili ng Saturn for the mono screen. Pero yun nga, budget wise I couldn't afford it. So ngayon lang nakaluwag. This is a 10 centimeter print. And again, it's flat on the plate. I don't have any flex plates to make the whole print removal painless. So usually ginagawa ko is papasok ko siya sa freezer for about 30 minutes. Nakabalot yung buong plate. Then just gonna pop it off. So yun, after some time tatanggal na rin siya ng pusa. So yun, currently I'm just letting the excess resin drip back to the vat since every drop counts. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed this video. Sana nakatulong sa inyo sa pag-decide kung kuha kayo ng printer na to. And I really hope that you like and subscribe the video. Thanks guys.